Hi, thank you for coming. Thank you for accepting my invitation and coming.
Well, thank you for my patience with my technology lack of knowledge.
But still, it's late, but it's good. You made me to smile after you making me to see you. Yeah,
And it's late there. What time is it there?
it's 9 p.m., 9:30 p.m. in India.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. So, actually, I requested you to be part of my video series because I have gone through your website and I have gone through your profile. So you are a writer, blogger,
Yes.
so you are a thinker. So I want to introduce you to my audience. Can you introduce yourself to my audience?
Sure. My name is Kristin O'Farrell, and I live in Baltimore, Maryland. And as you said, I'm a writer, author. I have some books. I have this book, The Marinara Theory, that just came out. And I have a blog site called brightlightliving.com. And my full-time job, my day job, is a developer. I raise money for a school for special needs children. So kind of wear a lot of hats.
Okay, so you're more into social. You're a social person.
Yes, somewhat.
Okay, so can you tell me about your books and your writings?
Sure. So I have two books. I started out. My first book that I ever wrote was the Mariana Mystery, and it's going to be a series. The second book's coming out. It's a middle grade novel for those that like Nancy Drew, but also like Veronica Mars. It's a coming of age story. It's a feel good story. All my books have a message about basically staying true to who you are and kind of accepting who you are, including my next book. This is my new release, The Marinara Theory. And so this is about a girl dating, not having luck, kissing a lot of frogs, feeling like her life is going nowhere. But then she kind of discovers what's called the Marinara Theory, and her life suddenly changes. And then she realizes through trial and error why the Marinara Theory came about and what she needed to do to for herself to sustain it. And basically it's a feel good, it's funny, it's a light read, it's a beach read, um, for anybody who's just looking to feel better about themselves and not take things too seriously, especially now with everything going on right now. I thought that everyone could use a funny light read that would make them feel good at the end.
So is that possible for a human being to be himself
For
all
a
the
what?
time? Is that possible for human being to be himself all the time?
Um, all the time. Well, no. Well, yes, if you're better at it than I am. I think sometimes we feel like we can't be ourselves, and that's a struggle. But I feel like the more there's a freedom in just letting yourself, accepting yourself. There's a freedom in just being yourself and not feeling like you have to apologize for who you are or feeling like you have to keep up with the Joneses or feel like you have to compare yourself to other people. It's just a kind of a self acceptance, which I think everyone learns and is better at it some days than others. I know for me that some days are better and easier than others, but there is a freedom to that. And I think everyone in life is just trying to figure that out. So, no, I don't think you can do it all the time, but I think that's what the journey of life is.
So are you good in observing people and the world?
I think so. I'm a feeler, instinctual person, and I can kind of feel how people I feel like are feeling. So whether that's observing just little mannerisms, how they're reacting to a situation. I also am a people watcher, so I do like to go out and just kind of watch people and see how they interact with other people. So yes.
Can I call you as a camera?
What?
Can I call you as a camera?
A camera. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
a camera always captures people.
Oh, yeah.
So, what is feeling in your perspective?
What is feeling?
Yeah.
I feel like that is just an understanding of whether you're feeling how somebody else might be feeling. It's an understanding or uh, just kind of how you. I know that's a tough one.
Love. Tell me about love.
Love. What I think love is acceptance. Love is for yourself. Love is accepting yourself. For other people, love is just accepting them, loving to be around them, willing and wanting to, I guess, um, see the best in the other person and have the best for the other person.
Okay. Okay. So tell me something which you have not shared with anybody.
Oh gosh, what I have not shared with anyone. uh, that's tough. I feel like I don't share a lot of times how I'm truly, truly feeling because I feel like people won't understand. So, um, I can't pinpoint one thing, but I will say that there are times that there are things that I know that I don't tell anyone because I don't think they'll understand. And I feel like that's a common thing with everyone.
What is your weird dream?
What is my what?
Weird dream. A dream
Weird
which, yeah,
dream? Like you're
yeah,
dreaming?
yeah.
Oh, I have a weird I have a weird dream all the time that it's a common dream, and that is for some reason my dream is that I'm walking through houses all the time, um, and going from room to room. And I've always wondered what that means because it's probably the dream that I have once a month, or I've had it so many times. But it's just me going in some house, and I'm like, this is a really cool house, and I'm exploring, or it's a hotel room and I'm packing up. So those are my common dreams. Don't ask me what they mean. I'd be curious.
Okay. So you're a writer, right? So you will be taking uh, uh, a lot of people and a lot of things as an inspiration, and you'll write by observing it, right?
Yes,
So
yes, exactly.
think that you are in a place where nothing is there, nothing. It can be living or non-living thing. There is nothing. Can you write about something if you don't see anything?
If I like just make up something that's not something I observed, is that what you mean?
I mean, you are in a dark. You are in a dark, and you have to write something. Can you write?
Yes, probably. Um,
What will
I
you
think
write?
that what?
What will you write?
Oh, I don't know. I probably write about what I'm feeling at the time or I write a lot about my dreams. I'm big into dreams because I wake up in a lot. I actually have a book that's going to be my not the one that's going to come out next, but the next book. I have a great idea that came from a dream and I won't share it yet because it's too soon, but I would say I would probably write about what I've dreamed about. I have a lot of weird dreams. So yes, they are a lot of times where I get a lot of my ideas.
Okay, so you sleep a lot.
Um, no, no, I just, when I wake up, I like usually spend a lot of time before I wake up trying to remember my dreams.
Okay.
So, and why I dreamed them. I used to keep a journal. I need to get back to that. I used to have a journal beside my bed where I write down my dreams. Or as a kid, I used to actually have the journal beside my bed and I would wake up, get out of bed and or get turn the light on and write down what I was dreaming. And sometimes it would be a poem. I used to write a lot of poems and they would just come to me in the middle of the night. So I have to get up and write them down.
So what kind of response you get when you express your dreams through your books?
They don't know it's a dream that I'm writing about, and I haven't written about a lot. I mean, I just keep them for myself, all my dreams, and down the line, they're usually an idea. Down the line, if I keep a journal, I can reference it for in case I need an idea.
So why you thought to express yourself? Why you wanted to express yourself using the medium called book?
Um, I've always wanted to write. Well, I've always written, even as a little girl. Like I said, when I was little, it wasn't something that I just said I'm going to be a writer. It I would go to bed and dreams would come, or I'd wake up in the middle of the night and I have a full poem that would come to me in the middle of the night. So it's just something I did. So then throughout my career, I always wrote in some capacity as my job. Like right now, I'm a grant writer. So I try to write and tell a story of why we need to get funded. And like I mentioned, I work for a school for children with special needs. So whether it's technology or technology for them to communicate because there may be nonverbal, or it's right now we're doing a lot of building renovations because of COVID and needing air purifiers. So I write a lot in that capacity. And then I just one day, one summer, I decided that I was going to write a book. And I just got inspired. And I actually wrote my blog site, brightlightliving.com. I started that really for myself. There was a day, and the reason it's called Bright Light Living is because there was a day that I just had a epiphany, as if you will, and it was there's. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the Marianne Williamson quote about basically not living small, living your best self. You're not serving the world if you're just not, if you're living small. And I just had this epiphany that I felt like I was living small. I felt like I couldn't do it because if I wrote or attempted to write a book or attempted to do this blog site, people would be like, who are you to do that? So I felt compelled to write this blog so that other people would realize that you should just be your best self, to live bright, to live your, don't try to dim your light to make other people feel better. And that's the premise of it. And so it's all about trying to help other people be their best selves as I try to figure out how to be my best self. And it's a struggle, but I feel like in life, and this is why I think it's so cool what you're doing is going around the world talking to everyone. Kind of in a way, you're kind of encouraging people to be their best self as well.
How old are you?
Older than you. Yeah. Well, here's another thing. I will say that I was inspired when I turned 50, or I was about to turn 50. So I'm at least 50. Let's just say that.
You don't look
I
like
had to
50.
ask people how old they are. How
I
old are
think.
you?
How much do you think?
What?
How much do you think?
Oh man, these are tough. Hmm. 28.
Yeah, 1 year less than that.
29?
Less than that.
Wait, I think
27.
I 1 year. So wait, how old are you?
27.
You're 27.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, I was close. That's really cool what you're doing.
Yeah. I mean, now I came to know that you're a very good observer. Yeah. Because you was almost close. You are, only one year as difference.
Oh,
So,
yeah,
so,
27. What
so,
made you decide to do this? Like, how did you get started?
so I just thought that whether human can communicate, can connect with any human who is living in any part of this planet. So I got a thought on, like you will get thoughts in your dreams. I'll get thoughts when I'm alone. So I got a thought. Suddenly one day I decided to talk with, different thinking people who are living in different places and who are experiencing different things. So I thought, why not I show this as a series. So I started requesting. So a lot of people rejected me in the beginning. So then I started it, and people started coming to see my videos on YouTube. Then slowly, it took 60 days for me. But I was very fast. I mean, I gained a lot of subscribers in very less time, and I did videos with great authors. Yesterday, I did a video with 71 years old author from Canada.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and he was
How
fantastic.
when did you start this?
I think 60 days before. Yeah, and
How
I
long?
yeah 60 days before I started, and I did about 30 30 videos with 30 country people: Canada, Russia, Netherlands, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, South Africa, and yeah, almost everything: Italy, France, and
Wow.
yeah, and another country is, recently a destruction happened in a country. The country is called as I did a video with that girl from. Yeah, I covered almost 30 to 35 countries, and my target is to do with 190 countries, all the countries on this planet. Yeah.
That is so cool. That is so cool. You know, it reminds me of my youngest, my oldest son. He's bigger now. I mean, he's 16 now. But when he was like 3 or 4 years old, he came downstairs one morning and out of the blue, like he came down and he was like, "Mom, did you know we're all connected?" And I still remember him saying that. And it's kind of like what you're doing, kind of like making this big world a small world. So that's really cool.
Yeah, I think today technology is allowing us to do whatever the. I mean, we can connect with any person who is living in any part of this world. I think, and it is also a social message that we should be together, and we should do things together, and we can share things things that we have. So relationship, the connections are about give and take. So
Yeah.
give something that you have, and I'll give you something that I have, so that the relation will be. I just want to show that the connection, the how the connection will be, and how can a person can connect with any person. And there is no channel on YouTube like this, so I thought, why not I start? And luckily I was a writer. I have three websites. uh,
Really?
yeah, I have three websites. One is technical website. I write technical topics in that, computer science topics. I did a master's in software engineering. So I write about software engineering subjects there, computer science subjects, and in other two blogs I'll write about human psychology. Now we are talking like this. After
Wow.
completion of this conversation, I'll go and I'll whatever I understand about you, I'll start explaining that uh, using my own words. So I am doing this since I was a writer since last 5 years. So I love to explain things. I don't. I love expressing myself. So that is why the reason I connected with you. I saw your books. I saw your website. You're doing the same. The names of the books are really interesting. I felt, wow, she's doing an amazing job. So I thought, I wanted to talk with you. Yeah.
That is so cool. That is so cool what you're doing. You're definitely showing like we're all we're more alike. Are you finding that everyone, even though they're from different countries, that we just have this commonality, even though we're different and from different countries?
Yeah.
That's great. That's cool.
Yeah, at the end of the day, we are a human being. We all are human beings.
Yeah.
The only thing that is different is the language, and that's it. The language is slightly different, but the way we see at things are almost same. That is what I understood from all these videos, from last 80 videos. I am understanding people. They are almost seeing like I am seeing the world. So there is no such thing that you know there will be a lot of similarities, but people are different. At the end of the day, thoughts are different, but the emotions are same.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Now, how do you speak a lot of languages?
I know only one language, English, and luckily, that is a universal language. People are connecting, and I'm connecting with you.
But for like Italy and all these other countries that you can you
Yeah,
speak?
yeah, I can understand. I am, I studied I mean, my graduation, post graduation using that language only. So that is not a tough thing for me. That is very easy. But they are like more poetic. Australian is they talk in a different way. So coming
Hmm.
to West Australian and North American is some talking in another way, and France again some other thing. Bangladeshi is something another. I have to do a video with Pakistan. I want to do video with Pakistan, and there are Germany. I did video with German country
Wow.
person. Yeah, I covered almost the top countries.
Wow. Well, I commend you. That is very cool. I'm gonna have to put you. It's okay if I put this on my blog?
Yeah, you can. But I feel great if I be a part of your journey.
Yeah, thank you. And I'm glad to be part of yours. That makes us connected, I guess.
And you have seen world. Uh, you have more experience. Your eyes and your ears and all your five senses have observed a lot of things in the world because you stayed on this planet for a long time, right? So what is the difference that you are observing before 25 years and now?
Oh, the difference. I feel like my last book definitely reminds me of how I was in my 20s, of just trying to figure things out, claim your independence, and be self-reliant. So I think during your 20s, you're really trying to figure yourself out, like I said, and just be adventurous. And then your 40s, I think you start, or your 30s, I think each time you start is this level of acceptance, or at least for me. And so I think by your 50s, like I said, I'm older. Um, you just figure life is short. Like you shouldn't worry anymore about what other people think or let people hold you back. You kind of get to this point where you just don't care anymore. Some people learn it earlier. It took me a while, but I definitely think in your 50s you're just like I I'm just going to do it. I don't care what people think, and you have more of this freedom, letting go of negativity. So I think it's all a journey. And and I think in your 20s or even younger, you feel like the world is like you feel so young. And I remember that point in time where I always felt like I was young and I had so much time in front of me. And now you realize that there is a time limit, and that you don't know as much. In your when you're younger, you thought you knew it all, and now that's what my kids do. They think they know it. They know more than me, so I have to kind of remind them that that's not true. And that's when we get into some issues. But I just think that slowly you become wiser because you've seen other your struggle, and you see it in other people younger than you. You see them doing what you've done.
So uh, people with 20s will connect with your books. I mean, the your thoughts.
I think so. I write in my when I sign books, I always sign them as "Stay true to you." I write that in all my signatures just because that is kind of the universal theme in my writing. And even though my last book is lighthearted, it's funny, it's not to be taken too seriously. It's has that message.
Okay. So you're saying that you was unable to come out and do what you wanted. Uh, when you was 20s or 30s, and it took time for you to do what exactly you wanted?
Yeah, I mean, I did stuff that I loved. I worked in sales, marketing. I always wrote. I always loved what I did, and I feel like it built upon where I needed to be. I feel like at that time in my life, that is what I needed to be doing. But now I'm at a point where, yeah, I want to do my writing full time. That is my dream. So I'm just trying to push forward and make it like a full time thing. So yeah, got to pay the bills too.
So, is there anything that you didn't express to anybody in your books or to the people who are connected with you? Is there anything that you have observed in your all these years in your journey? Is there anything, something that you have not shared and which is important and which will be useful for the people who watches this video from different parts of the world?
Um, well, I don't feel like I've shared enough your message that we're all the same, even though we're different. That we all have this underlining need to be loved, to accepted, and maybe to see. hmm, I don't know. I mean, my favorite book is To Kill a Mockingbird, and I try to use. I'm inspired, even though I don't talk about it. I am inspired by. Well, actually, I do in my first book. Anyway, my premise is to walk into other people's shoes, see where they're coming from. So maybe I don't do that as um, obviously in my writing, but that is also something that I think I would like to share more. Or I guess that's how what inspires me, if that makes sense.
Okay, so what is your future plans? I mean, do you have anything in your mind?
Yes, my writing. I so here's my goal is to sit on a beach and write all day and write books. That is my
Wow,
goal.
wow.
That is my
So,
goal.
okay, so what is the genres that you love most?
The genres. Um, I love chick flicks, chick light. That's what this is. I like reaching out to younger, the middle grade students because honestly, my first book was written for them because I hated my sixth grade year. I hated middle school, especially sixth grade. That can be really tough for people. So my first book, Mariana Mystery, it's called Nothing as It Seems. That is all about middle school because middle school can be tough. Um, so
So you are telling what you have experienced.
yes, I
So
think so. And other genres, oh, I do not write about. Well, yeah, I do. So the first book is also mysteries. I love mysteries. I love watching mysteries. So I guess those would be my favorite genres:
okay,
humor, comedy, and murder mysteries.
okay. So is there anything else you want to say to the people who watches this video?
Um, no, other than I hope they continue following you and being open. I think what you're showing is if you're open. And honestly, you kind of reached out and I was like, huh? So I was like, okay, I'm trying to be open and you're teaching if you're open to things and other people that it just kind of opens the door to possibilities and opportunities. So I guess that.
And about yourself?
What?
Do you want to say about yourself?
About myself. Um, no, see, no. I feel like I said enough about myself. That's why I write because I kind of like hide behind my words.
Okay.
And fiction, I like to write fiction because you can just, it's not necessarily you, even though a lot of it is you that is in your book. So, um, as far as me is, nice to meet everyone. I guess that's, you know, all I would like to say. I feel kind of dumb.
So thank you so much for giving your valuable time to me and allowing me to ask few questions to you.
Yeah, thanks for reaching out. I think this is so cool what you're doing, and I'm gonna keep following you, and good luck. You're very intelligent. I'm impressed.
Thank you. You being a writer saying me that, I feel very happy.
Well, thank you for making the world smaller and showing that we're all the same.
Thank you so much. I
Uh,
want you to write more books, and I want you to reach more people. I want your books to be reach a lot of people. If you give me the link of your book, I will put in the description of this video. The people who wants to buy, who wants to know about your books, they will definitely buy your books. Yeah.
oh, wonderful. Well, they're definitely on Amazon, and they're on my website, so I'll send you that link.
Yeah, I'll put your website link and your book Amazon link in the description of this video.
Thank you. It's KristinO'Farrell.com and then BrightLightLiving.com, and I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Can I put this video on my YouTube channel with your permission?
Yes, you can. And can I do the same thing?
Yeah, you can. You can. Thank you. That is good for
Perfect.
me.
Thank you. Thanks for staying up and dealing with my technology issues.
Bye.
Bye.